Hey parents, Mr. Jim here, and guess what? All of Mr. Jim podcasts, yes, I'm talking kids short stories, kids animal stories, Biology Squad, bedtime stories, all of them are now available on Storybutton. Storybutton is my invention that I invented to make it easier for kids to listen to podcasts, their favorite stories, off of screens. Parents, you know how it goes of putting kids to bed, maybe having to use your phone or an iPad to listen to stories. Well, we want to put that to an end and make it easier for you all to listen to audio stories off of a screen. Storybutton is a device that connects to your internet to freely access all of the great kids podcasts available in our library. Go to storybutton.com to learn more. And when you order today, you can save $20 and get free shipping at storybutton.com. Hello, critter protectors. Mr. Jim here, and welcome to Kids Animal Stories, a place where there's always a mystery and adventure around every single corner. If you love critters of all shapes and sizes, I need you on our Critter Protector team. Join our adventure as we learn about critters from around the world and in our backyards. Well, my friends, are you ready for today's adventure? Me too! Let's go! On the last episode, we heard an adventure about Walter, some kind of critter that eats dirt, is slimy, and it can't see. I haven't figured out this mystery, have you? Well, let's listen to see what happens to the second part of this adventure, and maybe we'll be able to solve this critter mystery together. Walter had just figured out something very important about his journey home from his first day of work at the compost. Remember, he got very, very lost. He was feeling very turned around in all those dark dirt tunnels, but was so happy to have just figured out where he went wrong.
That's it. I know what I did. Phew. Okay, I just need to get back to the water pump so I can get back on track.
Walter worked his way back down the dark tunnel. You know, he had been heading all in the wrong direction, so he wanted to go back to that water pump so that he could go the right direction. He was cruising, slithering, and even humming a little tune, feeling relieved. But then, all of a sudden, there was a giant thump.
Ah!
Thump.
Ah!
Something was pumping and shaking above him. Bits of dirt were falling all over his smooth, tan, slimy body.
What in the deep dark dirt could that be?
He said, tried to listen again. Walter shook off the dirt from his head and decided it wasn't worth the extra thought if it wasn't going to happen again. You know, it was probably the kids who lived up above in the farm. They always seemed to know how to frighten him. Their jumps were so startling at the end of the day.
Well, I guess I'll just keep on going.
Finally, Walter bumped into that water pump.
I can't believe I made it such a silly mess of things. Oh, but it's so good to be back to a familiar place.
Walter wiggled up, all the way to the top tunnel. This water pump pipe was supposed to be where Walter went up to his level, and instead he'd stayed down low far too long. As he bumped his way through the dirt and turned left down the tunnel a ways, he could sense his home. He felt the warmth from the sun not too far above him and instantly started having more energy.
Oh, I cannot wait to be back in my own bed and home and... after a long day of work, home never feels better.
He took a deep, big breath through his skin and felt being closer to the clean air too. Did you catch that this critter gets energy when it's warm and it breathes through its skin? Wow, sounds like we have a cold-blooded friend in our hands with a pretty amazing way of getting oxygen into his body. hold on a second. We need to pause this adventure and figure out what critter this mystery is about. Who is Walter? I think I figured it out. How about you? Well, the clues that I'm thinking about are he's slimy and doesn't have any legs. I'm thinking it's an eel. Yeah, it's totally an eel that... Wait, it's not an eel? What did you say? It's something else. Oh, so it goes through the dirt to... Oh, yeah, eels, they don't decompose old rotten banana peels. And they do have eyeballs. This mystery critter does not have eyes and... wait, what did you say? An earthworm? There's no way Walter... Oh, Walter's an earthworm! I think you're right. Earthworms are decomposers. They break down food and turn it into dirt. And they don't have eyes and they can follow the direction of light. They breathe through their skin. Oh, and they're nice and slimy. You nailed it. Yes, Walter is an earthworm. Wow, if I was an earthworm trying to crawl through all those tunnels under the dirt, I'm pretty sure I would get very lost. I'm shocked that Walter even got himself unlost and found his way back home. Oh wait, let's see what happens to the rest of our story. Within a few more minutes, Walter bumped into his little rock door.
Home sweet home.
He pushed aside the rock, slid into his little room, jumped onto his leaf spring bed, and cozied in for the night.
Ooh, what a day. What a first day of work. And I guess I have another day tomorrow of this, so I better get some sleep.
He had quite the adventure on his very first day on the compost team. And he had quite the adventure just even getting back home safely. Tomorrow is a new day and a new adventure. And he was going to be ready for it. After a good night's sleep, of course. Well, friends, that may be the end of our critter mystery, but great job solving it. You used your brain to follow those clues, and it's all because of you that we solved this mystery together. And that is why I'm so glad that you are on the Critter Protector team. And I hope Walter does a lot better tomorrow getting to and from work. The end. Hey, great job. You listened all the way to the end of this adventure. If you love critters of all shapes and sizes, then we definitely need you on our team. You see, we love critters from around the world and in our backyards, and it's our job to make sure that they are protected. So down in the show notes below of this episode, your parents can click on a link that will show you exactly what it means to become a critter protector. And then you will get your very own critter protector badge in the mail. Well, friends, I will see you on our next adventure. Bye.